Many people are intimidated by the idea of cooking a whole leg of lamb with the bone-in leg of lamb. And this is typically about 4 to 5 pounds. This is how it's actually sold at the butchers. The first thing we want to do here is make a few slits on both sides of the lamb. Kosher salt, black pepper. Don't be shy with the seasoning. The first step of cooking this beautiful piece of meat is to sear it and give it that beautiful color. So we're gonna stick it under the broiler for 5 to 7 minutes on either side. Let's work on the rub. We just need the lamb to be cool enough to handle because we're gonna rub it with this beautiful wet rub here. 15 garlic cloves, dried oregano, mint, sweet paprika, and then we have nutmeg. 2 lemons, we're gonna juice them right in here. Extra virgin olive oil. Let's not be shy because we need the olive oil to help carry the flavors. Go ahead and blend. See? Oh yeah, this is perfect. You thought you had enough garlic? I'm telling you what, you need to insert more garlic right in those crevices. Totally optional though. If you feel like, you know what, I've got it, the rub's got enough, that's fine too. Add this gorgeous rub all over the lamb. So at this point in time, I'm gonna add a little water to the pan. I'm gonna cover it, put it in the oven at 325 degrees. Probably won't bother looking at it for 2 to 3 hours. We're going in here with our potatoes, onion, kosher salt, good amount, black pepper, garlic powder, sweet Spanish paprika. There we go. Extra virgin olive oil. Toss, toss, toss. And now my veggies are pretty much ready for when my lamb is almost done. When it has about 1 more hour to go, I will go ahead and add these potatoes. All right, let's take a look, you guys. And I'm looking for fall apart tender lamb. That is ready. Falls right off the bone with the touch of your fork. See that? Perfection. Lamb Kleftiko, fall apart tender lamb with potatoes and veggies. We're using boneless leg of lamb. It's been trimmed of fat. Usually it'll have a fat cap on top. And we're going to start by making a few slits. When you season the lamb, then you can insert some of that good seasoning inside. It'll give it so much flavor. Salt and pepper, dried oregano, and then we have dried thyme and dried parsley, some mustard, not too much. Give it a rub like so. Now that you've rubbed it, add in your garlic, pushing the garlic in through the slits that you created. Kind of roll it and move it into this bowl. Now we're adding some citrus, juice of 1 lemon all over. Yes, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Red wine vinegar, half a cup of white wine, extra virgin olive oil. At this point in time, I'm gonna set it aside and work on the rest. 1 large pan, 1 large piece of parchment goes this way. Another piece of parchment going this way. Potatoes, about 5 of them cut up really big. Bell peppers, any color you like. Onion. Everything is in large chunks. And then we're going in with some tomatoes. There you go. Salt and pepper, dried oregano, thyme and dried parsley. The rest of the garlic, extra virgin olive oil. Here you go. You kind of position the lamb right on top of the veggies. And then let's go ahead and pour the delicious marinade right in here. A cup of beef broth or vegetable broth goes in from the sides. Trap everything. This is the way that you get the juiciest ever lamb. Oven is on 375 degrees. We're gonna tuck this baby in. We're gonna forget about it for a few hours. Oh, coming at ya. Oh my goodness, this lamb is falling apart. It is so delicious. Oh my gosh, it's probably the best thing I've ever made. Roast rack of lamb with a Mediterranean garlic and herb marinade. We're starting with 2 beautiful, already Frenched racks of lamb. You can ask your butcher to French the rack of lamb, which means they take off the top heavy layer of fat and they clean around all the bones. Salt and pepper, so we're gonna do that on both sides of our beautiful lamb rack. We're gonna put together a beautiful Mediterranean garlic and herb marinade. 10 or so cloves of garlic. Oh yeah, we're not garlic shy over here. Rosemary, fresh parsley. You could also do mint or basil. Red pepper flakes. Extra virgin olive oil. Back to our beautiful lamb here. If you have the time, we're gonna cover this with our marinade and let it sit for a few minutes while we heat up our oven. If you don't, you can stick it right in the oven. We're gonna use all of this goodness all over the lamb. This looks great. It's been marinating for a few minutes. I'm gonna stick it in the oven at 450 degrees. We're gonna start on the top rack for about 15 minutes or so. Ooh. This is looking good already, you guys. Turn it over very carefully. We want to get some color on the other side as well. Stick it back in the oven on the top rack for 5 more minutes. Look at this, you guys. Cover this and let it sit for a good 10 minutes. Oh yes, this is perfect. So you've got 8 chops on a rack of lamb. You can hold it up this way and just kind of go in between the bones, you guys. So kind of just feel your way in around. So what do you serve a beautiful rack of lamb with, you guys? I like to serve it with a little bit of tzatziki sauce. I have a video for that. Grab the full recipe and tips on themediterraneandish.com. I will see you later. Ciao.